Hey, everybody. It's Eddie from Tokyo, and I have a very special guest with me today. Actually, he's returning back. I invited him back when I was so excited to hear what he was doing. I told him that if he had any new developments, to please give me a email and let me know, because I want to keep up on this project. This is Charlie Silver. He is the CEO of Permission. You can find the website at permission.io. They have a coin, it's called Ask, and it enables permission in the way of advertising for e-commerce. And the Ask coin really makes it easy for you to securely grant your permission and then to, listen for it, monetize your data. And it goes across a hybrid e-commerce ecosystem that is very interesting. And he has two brand new announcements. That's really why he's here. I'm going to let him tell you about it. And one of them is really a big deal. Well, both of them are a big deal, but one I really am curious about because I haven't ever talked to anybody in great detail about getting onto the Google Cloud. That's not easy. And they're running a blockchain node on the cloud. That is interesting to me. So Charlie, welcome very much to this little get together between you and I so you can bring everyone up to date. Thank you.
Well, Eri, thanks so much for having me back. It's really a pleasure to be on your show.
And so you are making progress. I want to hear about the Google Cloud, but first, tell us about the Chrome browser that you have, because that is really important for everyone to be able to integrate with your platform.
Right, and that's a really big deal, and we're really excited about. We just launched last week what's called a browser extension. So anybody can download it. You can start on permission.io, or you can go to the Google Chrome store and search for Permission and download the browser extension. And what this does is it allows you to earn ASK as you surf the web. So you could be on Amazon.com searching for Nike shoes. A little yellow icon appears in the corner and it says watch and earn. You click on it and hopefully it's a very relevant ad for Adidas shoes. And you can earn ASK by watching these ads. And then the ASK lives in a wallet in the extension. So as you surf the web, you can accumulate ASK by watching relevant ads for you. And over time, you can build up quite a lot of ASK. And the idea is then you can go shopping with it, and it all lives right in your browser.
Yeah, so you're connected into this huge vertical sector with the publicly traded companies like LiveRamp and Xandr, right? So they're part of an industry that does the programmable pipes for advertising, right? Is that correct?
That's exactly right. We're tapping in to all of the existing infrastructure, which is quite complex. There's a lot of pipes going in all kinds of different directions. And we are all partnered and connected through APIs to LiveRamp, which is one of the major players, Xandr, which is owned by AT&T, which is another major player, and the Google Ad Exchange as well. And all of these require a lot of due diligence. They don't just connect anybody. It's taken us a year to be able to meet the requirements, to be able to connect, for them to give us an API to connect to all of these, what's called programmatic pipes. So we're really excited. And that allows for relevant ads to show when you're in the browser extension. That's where these ads are coming from, through all these different demand partners. They deliver the ads.
And for example, they know what to deliver because you as a user have set up a profile, and the profile is based on how much information you want to give, right? So maybe for me, I wouldn't find an Adidas ad, but maybe they would have, maybe the latest toys for cats or something, you know?
Well, that's right. And the more data that you share, the more relevant the ads will be, and the more you can earn. And that's the whole idea. We've created this infrastructure so you go about your business on the web that you would normally do, but instead of having ads that you never really opted in for,
Yeah.
now you've opted in and you get paid. That's the idea. Instead of only Google, Facebook, Twitter, et cetera, getting paid, we've created all the infrastructure so individuals can get paid.
And basically right now, I mean, you're getting thrown a lot of ads in front of you and you're not being monetized for it at all now, right? I mean, this is how the data flows are happening now. You're offering a revenue stream share, and everybody who's not participating in something that you're offering, all of that revenue is bypassing, but you're still getting bombarded with those ads, right?
Exactly. I mean, we like to call it profit sharing.
Uh,
The more infrastructure we can create and the more revenue that we can create, the more we give the user a big cut, via ASK. And that's the model is help maximize the revenue, and then the individual maximizes their earning power.
I'm just kind of curious. This is just a question that flew through my head. Does a certain profile of person get paid more ask than others? I mean, in other words, if you're in a certain demographic, gender, age group, income level, or I'm not sure all the information you would supply, but is there somebody who is really targeted? I'm just curious, like who is like the golden user out there that the advertisers love to have? What does that user look like?
Well, Eri, that's a great question. And as we mature, you're going to be able to identify products and services that you're shopping for, right? So if you say I'm shopping for a mortgage
Hmm.
or life insurance, that's worth a lot more than if you're shopping for socks or underwear.
So it's
So
so it's
it's about the
product oriented, not so much your profile, but what you're looking for.
right. For example, you want to know what the biggest paying
Yeah,
items are?
I'm curious.
Sports betting. The sports bettors, there's now this massive online sports betting industry. They pay huge dollars to be able to identify someone who's interested in sports betting. I mean, just massive. I mean, numbers that you wouldn't even imagine. So it's all about your value to an advertiser. And if you're shopping for a car, that's a lot worth more than if you're shopping for, paper and pencils. I mean,
Uh-huh.
that's really the value. You earn more the value you are to an advertiser.
I got it now. I got it. I had it kind of wrong. I was thinking that it was more based on who you were, not, but it's really what it is you're shopping for, what you're looking for.
Right, right.
Got it. So these are two huge, big accomplishments. I didn't realize you were going to achieve this the last time so quickly. The last time we talked, and I think the last time we talked, you were working on some new listings in other exchanges. And so, if somebody is interested in the token ask, what is it that you can tell us about that coin?
Well, we're listed on BitTrue,
Mhm.
and we're really happy to really work with the BitTrue community. And we're on BitHum Global and a decentralized exchange called Vitex.
Mm.
But our goal this year is to be on the, work up the ladder to bigger exchanges. It takes time. You have to create trading volume, and we're several $1 million a day now of trading volume, which is fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic.
And 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 I think we mentioned about the node running in. That's the other big story here,
Yeah, I
which
really want to
is
hear about that because I've not talked to anyone who's gone through that process. I'd love to just know a little bit about the inside, what it took to get that done.
Yeah, well, we're really excited to be announcing, and it's available now, but
Mhm.
we haven't announced it yet. But if you're someone who likes to run validator nodes and blockchain nodes, you can go to the Google Cloud Marketplace and just click and say, I want to run a permission node.
Really?
And there's only, it's a very limited number of companies that Google allows to, give access in the Google Cloud Marketplace to run blockchain nodes. And we're one of a very few companies, and it took months and months of diligence for them to allow us to allow, people to run a blockchain node in the Google Cloud. So we're going to be announcing that quite a bit. So we're kind of breaking the news here, Eri. But if you go to the Google Cloud Marketplace,
Hmm.
you can search for permission and see that you can run a node.
Is there going to be a cap on how many people will be able to participate?
Uh, well, that's a kind of one of those things that's a good problem to have.
Oh,
We
yeah.
haven't really, experienced it. I mean, you do have to, look at, I don't have to explain to you that there's a lot of bad actors in the space. So we do have to approve the
Mhm.
node operator.
Yeah.
So, if we get inundated with applications, uh, that's a good thing.
Mm.
So, I mean, anybody can do it. They just have to prove that they're
Not a
not a
bad
fraud,
actor.
not a
Yeah.
bad actor, right?
Mm. That's totally reasonable. So does it cost, I'm sure there's a cost to it, but then there's probably a benefit, and the benefit would be, I'm guessing, would be to receive ask tokens. You would get the
Right,
ask coin. So,
right. And to be, and the benefit is, hey, I want to support this network.
yeah.
I want to be a leader in the permission network.
Mhm.
That's where it starts. And then over time, yeah, hopefully you can earn lots of ASK as the volumes and the network expands, right?
Is there a ballpark figure to the cost? I mean, or should I just go to the marketplace and take a look?
Yeah, the cost is, what it costs. I can't really,
Well,
it's not a
usually
lot.
costs are anywhere, tell me if I'm in the right range, somewhere in between $1,200 to $2,500. Is it more?
Ari, I should know this answer, but I
No,
don't know the answer, so I don't want to give you a wrong number.
no,
Uh,
that I'm
but that's a good question. I'll know the next time someone asks.
and so when you operate it, are you doing it on your own hardware, or do you do it through hardware that is like provided as a pool out there? Do
Yeah,
you
it's actually hardware that is available in the Google Cloud. So
Yeah,
you're
that's what,
essentially, I'm going to rent on the
yeah,
Google Cloud
right.
a server to run the blockchain node. And so I
Yeah.
don't, but I guarantee you the next time on the show, I'll know the number.
That's okay. I
Or
just,
I'll get it.
I have lots of friends in the space that are running nodes for lots of projects now, and that seems to be really an exciting part of the expansion of this space. And that is really, it
I
makes
mean,
sense.
we just got approved like 2 days ago. So
Yeah.
I should, and we haven't
Congratulations.
really announced it publicly. This is kind of the first announcement.
That's really, really,
Breaking news.
yeah, it's a very good attaboy, because I know that it's not an easy thing to get into. So that's really, really wonderful. So you've got this growing ecosystem. I'm sure you've got some more um, goals on your roadmap. What's the next big thing you're working towards?
Well, we've been working for a long time to have a Shopify plugin,
Mm.
and we do have a that's available in the Shopify store for one of 1.9 million Shopify merchants.
Mhm.
And we're in the final legs. We've gone back and forth. You know, you submit this app and they do all the due diligence and they send you back, well, we found this little bug and you got to fix that. And you resubmit. And it's this whole process. And it's been taking months, but we're really close. And we're going to be announcing that Shopify merchant, any Shopify merchant, they can download this little plugin,
Mhm.
and then when you're on their store, you can earn ASK for watching videos on products, for checking out, for opening emails. There's all this functionality for Shopify merchants. So the idea is you have this Chrome browser extension, you're earning ASK, and then we have these natural advertisers, the Shopify merchants that say, that serve ads into the browser extension. You have ASK, drop into a Shopify merchant, and you can shop with ASK. And so that's the ecosystem that we're building here. And that's, what's really exciting.
How much ask can I earn on a average basis? I know that's a tough question.
Well, it's it's multivariable.
Uh,
I mean, it's what you're shopping for, what you're looking for. But believe me, we get emails all day long about,
mhm,
oh my God, I've been able to earn and pay my electric bill. And,
mhm.
this has helped me do this. And this is the greatest thing in the world. And I'm just doing, so it can amount to significant money for a lot of people who, struggle to pay their bills. I mean, obviously, people that are, have 20 Bitcoin in their Coinbase account aren't going to care about earning a little bit of, ASK. But for most people,
Mm.
90% of the world, this is very, very, very significant.
It's nice to know. Yeah, I mean, that's, of course, I know that question is probably on everybody's mind, but it sounds like that it would be worth the time and the energy. And again, I go back to, you're already in this online space and you're not being compensated at all. So why wouldn't you want to change that to a revenue share business model? I totally get it. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Well,
And we see the web. I mean, there's a lot of, I mean, look at, we want to own the category of asking permission.
mm,
But what's exciting is there's a lot of people who are figuring out ways to monetize data, and this is a growing world. And it's exciting that, data is the most valuable commodity in the world. It's built the most valuable companies in the world.
mhm.
And now, because of crypto and blockchain, there's all of these projects that, and other things that are going to allow people to start earning from what they rightfully own.
Yeah, I think your timing is very good. And I think that it's wonderful to use blockchain in this fashion so that people are actually on the receiving end of something great. So yeah, congratulations to you on your progress. And I really think it's great you're in the space. And I'm just so happy that I saw you so quickly from the last time we spoke. It's really nice to see that you made that huge step forward.
Well, no, Eri, thank you so much for having me back on. And, we hope to have lots of new partnerships and new announcements, having a steady stream of them. I mean, we've been working on this a long time. And, it's all about creation of value, and creating value for our members and our users. So that's what we're dedicated towards.
Well, the invitation is always open for you to share with what you have accomplished in the future. So please just always know that door is open for you.
Well, Eri, thank you so much. It's very kind of you.
Thanks for coming today. And yeah, I think we'll get this up on the channel so that everybody can see. We'll pay attention to the comments. And until we talk again, Charlie, yeah, good luck. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and make sure to let me know when you're posting it, because we'll, use all of our channels to promote it and hopefully get you a bunch of new audience, I mean, and, Eri, I'd love to talk to you about other, I mean, maybe I really enjoy your, show. And, if we can maybe partner somehow, I'd love to,
I'm
have some,
really I'm really good with putting on the thinking cap, so I will work on that end. And I'm just thrilled that you are having success in this space. So we'll keep in touch. Don't worry.
Okay, all right. Sounds good. So let me know when it's going up and we'll post it to everybody and share it around.
I will. So hang on. We'll say goodbye to everybody, and I'll just say a message or two before we let each other go. Okay. Thanks everybody for watching. See you later. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.